Hello, today's going to be a really quick one because I can already see the battery light flashing and I've changed the battery pack twice. So, today I want to talk about revision and exams and stuff because I know that GCSEs and AS levels have already started being taken and my A2 exams start in a couple of weeks. So I'm buried headfirst in revision and I've already got a good procrastinating tactic, i.e. YouTube. So let's talk about 10 things to help you revise. Yay. Number 1, if you're making notes, use colours. You can use them to highlight keywords or just to make it a little bit more interesting, and it might make the facts you're writing about more memorable, and then you'll remember them better and do good in the exams. 2, repetition. Whatever form this takes for you, repetition I find is really useful. Whether that's saying things over and over again and practicing them until you know them, writing them out over and over again. With my GCSE science notes, for each science I wrote every note out 3 times. 3, make sure your notes are really clear. If they don't make sense to you, then you're never going to learn them. It doesn't matter if they make sense to anyone else because they're your revision notes, so make sure you understand what you're writing down. Number 4, past papers are your best friends. Past papers are a little bit like what you're going to do but with different questions. They're generally the same standard and they're generally really good practice for what you're going to sit in this summer or whenever you take your exams. Number 5, alongside past papers, doing practice questions and essays are really useful. The 3 subjects I take are maths, English literature and English language, so they're very different subjects to revise. Maths, past papers and questions in textbooks are your best friends, and English, you just have to know the syllabus really well, know the mark scheme really well so you know that what the examiners are looking for, and practice essays under timed conditions. Number 6, take regular breaks because you will fry your brain. There's no point going into an exam with an already dead brain when you need to be as awake as possible, so make sure you take regular breaks and don't burn yourself out. Number 7, schedule, make a timetable. Sometimes people say, okay, I'm going to do this subject for an hour and this subject for an hour, but for me that doesn't work because if I say, yeah, I'm going to finish this in an hour, then I don't finish it in an hour, it throws me off and I can't do it. But I always say that I don't tend to work past 9 o'clock at night, and if I don't feel like I want to work after dinner, I won't. I don't force myself to do loads and loads of work because there is no way in hell I'm going to remember something if I don't want to be revising it. Number 8, music, YouTube, silence. Whatever your background noise is, make sure it helps you concentrate. Usually I have a revision playlist or some sort of music, but sometimes silence can be really useful as well because it can help you focus a lot and it mimics exam conditions because you're going to be in complete silence in that exam hall anyway. Number 9, snacks. If you're hungry, eat. You're not going to revise anything if all you can think about is being hungry. And number 10, if what you're doing to revise isn't working, change it. If you're writing notes and none of it's going in, you're wasting your own time. You might as well change and try different things to find the one that works for you. Some people write songs to help them revise stuff, poems, rhyming, acronyms, notes, questions, whatever. There's so many different revision methods out there and there's loads of ideas online, so if you're struggling, I guess Googling revision is somewhat productive even if you're not actually revising. There's loads of videos just like this online. I know Dodlol just made one, so I'll link that in the description if you want to watch it. This week's a pretty exciting week for me because these are my 5 last ever days of school ever. Hopefully if I don't fail all my exams. So there are my 10 tips to help you revise. If you've got any other tips, leave them in the comments for me because I could really use them. If you want to talk about exams and stuff, go hit up the comments. It can be fun down there. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Give it a like if you like it. I'll see you around. Bye! And here we are on the end slate. Over there is the video I filmed last week with my sister. In the description this week there'll be a link to a blog post I wrote about a band called New City Kings who read my blog post and invited me to go to one of their concerts, and it was incredible, and I'll leave a link to that blog post in the description. Thanks for watching, boy!